Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into the single biggest factor affecting a restaurant's success, the floor plan. It's not just about decor, it's about flow, comfort, and most importantly, capacity. First, let's talk space allocation. When you look at an empty building, a typical restaurant dedicates about 60% of the total square footage to the front of house. That's the dining area, bar, restrooms, and waiting area. The other 40% is essential back of house, the kitchen, food prep, and storage. Remember to account for everything permanent in your space: structural poles, fireplaces, waitress, and host stands. All of these non-movable items must be factored into the layout before the furniture order is finalized. Once you know the usable dining square footage, you need to calculate capacity based on your service type. This is measured in square feet per guest. Most full-service dining uses 12 square feet per guest. Fine dining, you need 18 to 20 square feet for that premium experience. Fast food is much tighter, around 11 to 14. It's important to know your number. To make this calculation easy, resources like the Oak Street Table Capacity Calculator are invaluable. You input the total usable dining square footage, remember to subtract that back of house 40%, and it tells you how many tables and guests can fit based on those industry standards. Next, we need to choose the right furniture amounts. Our recommended seating capacities guide shows you how to match table size to guest count for maximum comfort. For example, a 36-inch round table comfortably seats 4 guests. FYI, using 2-person tables is a great strategy. They're easily movable to combine for larger parties, and they prevent vacant seats at a 4-person table when you have couples. Now for the critical spacing rules, this is where flow lives or dies. For comfort, always allow between 24 to 30 inches between guests laterally. Keep in mind, oversized chairs or armchairs may require even more space. Next, the chair pocket and aisle. Allow 18 inches for guests from the edge of the table to the chair back. If you have square tables back to back, you need 42 inches between the tables. This gives guests about 6 inches to push out their chairs. If you need a full service aisle between those chairs, that spacing jumps to 62 inches between tables. For overall flow, the preferred aisle dimension between rows is 42 inches. The minimum aisle dimension between a table and a perimeter wall is 36 inches. Pro tip: using a diagonal setup for your tables can save floor space, and you'll need about 24 to 30 inches between table corners for customer access. Now let's talk code compliance. Local building codes and fire lanes dictate the absolute maximum number of people allowed in an establishment. Always check these rules first, as they supersede all other calculations. You need to know the official maximum amount of people allowed at one time. Mastering the table and chair floor plan isn't hard, but it requires precision. Use these rules and resources to create a space that is comfortable, efficient for staff, and perfectly compliant with local code. Ready to start designing? Check out our website, oakstreetmfg.com, for the tools we discussed as well as other resources, our extensive product line and capabilities. Also, follow us on our socials: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn at Oak Street MFG. See you next time.